Okay, give us first and last name and the name of the company and where you reside.
So my name is Michael Perrotra. I work for Indusries, and we are based out of London, Ontario, Canada. We manufacture high-speed cameras and recorders for all different areas: machine vision, broadcast, volumetric capture.
Okay, great. So let me see some of your hardware here.
Right. So we're going to start in the machine vision world. This is a family of cameras called the Redwood family of cameras. These range anywhere from 5 megapixel to 65 megapixel cameras, variable lens mounts, all global shutter sensors. Our newest offering is the Redwood HS. These are all next-gen Sony sensors, the IMX 900 family. These are very high-resolution cameras, up to 10K resolution square, or we can do very, very fast frame rates, and that's in the thousands. Our small guys here are Victorum cameras. These are used in the machine vision world for like line inspection and things like that. Really small form factor, fit anywhere. Same concept, global shutter sensors, interchangeable C-mount lenses.
Okay.
This is attached to our example of one of our recorders. So this little guy is called the Rodeo. It's a digital video recorder. It can store up to 16 terabytes of data.
Wow.
So this is a co-express video recorder. We also have a camera link one from the machine vision world. Everything pipes in, comes back out via 10 gigabit Ethernet connection. That all gets networked together for quick downloads. There is also SDI capability out of the box, just so you can do live monitoring of what you're recording.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about how these cameras fit into the broadcast world.
So in the broadcast world, these were what we would call non-standard frame rates. So we do have a line of cameras in the SDI family which follow SMPTE standards up to 60 frames per second. These cameras fit in where you want to do those like crazy slow motion shots, or you want to fit a camera necessarily that a traditional cinematic camera won't fit. These will fit there, and you can record at whatever frame rate you want, and you have all kinds of room to play with resolution as well. So you can do some crazy visual effects, and it's really simple to do.
Okay. All right. And can you tell me anything about where you see the future of this form factor and all the things you've done to create a more, let's say, scalable down version of broadcast hardware?
Yeah, so especially from the broadcast world, one of the really neat things where we've had some experience working with, well, at least customers of ours, is they're being utilized in a lot of pro sports areas. Like our 8K SDI camera, you can find those in multiple NFL arenas right now, and there's a group called Famous Group who do visual effects for internal broadcast. So they're taking a big wide shot of an entire stadium and then doing animations over it. They were at the last Super Bowl in San Francisco. They did this giant thing with the bridge came up and smoke all over the field and everything. Really, really cool stuff. Last year's at the World Series at the Dodgers Stadium, they have them right behind home plate, and they did this big Corona thing where all of a sudden a beach dropped down and 2 chairs pop up. It was really, really cool stuff. So I see an area in the broadcast world of visual effects, not traditional like I point the camera, I follow the game. That's not what we're there for. We're there
POV,
for
yeah.
all the other stuff. Yeah. Our small little 4K cameras, they're actually used in a lot of stadiums as well, in like tunnels and stuff, watching players come in, because they're so tiny that nobody even notices that they're there.
Can they get any smaller?
Our 2K camera is the size of Victorum, so that can do 2K resolution or 1080p, which, you know, for broadcast purposes can be enough in some cases, and that's like super, super small. So
wow. And anything that you want to take away from SIGGRAPH 2026, or have you taken away this far, as an opinion, suggestion, thought?
I would encourage people to come out to these types of shows to see what's new. I've been doing these for a number of years now, and it seems like every year something else grabs my attention that I didn't even know existed. Like this, for example, I learned about a guy with 4K monitors over there on the other side there, and I was like, I didn't know that existed. And then we got talking, and it led into new product development that we're looking at already anyways.
Wow. Okay.
So there could be some correlation there, right? But the students especially coming out, I think this is a great learning example or environment for them to really stay on top of what is cutting edge right now and where they can focus their attention.
Okay, great. Good talking to you. Let me get that name one more time. Michael Perrotra.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Michael.